Hi, my loves. I intend you guys are doing well. A very good morning to each one of you if you are in this part of the globe. Okay. Um, I just wanted to tell you guys that you do not have to be doing your techniques constantly in order to manifest your desire. On the contrary, you have to do nothing in order to get your desires manifested. Nothing. As long as you are not thinking against it. Let me explain. You do not have to be thinking like a wife, like a husband, like a millionaire, like somebody who's passed the exams, like somebody who is now healthy, if you are not constantly thinking against it, as in affirming unknowingly against it. That's enough for you to get your desire manifested. That is enough. I'll explain it to you logically, okay? Because you guys want logical explanations. Whatever you are experiencing now, dominantly, okay, in your reality, is all your creation. You have manifested it through agreeing to a few things, like, for example, SP is not confirming. Yeah, SP is not confirming. So you see evidence of that. Okay, I do not have the money. So you see evidence of that. Now that is how powerful you are. This is not to scare you. This is to tell you that if you could have created some absolute crap, you can actually create. My voice is so... yeah, I've got a cold. If you could have created such absolute crap, which you believe is crap, you can manifest the entire opposite. Were you doing techniques? Now think. Were you really doing your techniques when you manifested all of this? No. You were just repeating something. Not really. You were actually in resonance with what you were saying. That need not be the truth, but you were in resonance with saying SP is not here yet, third party is still there, SP is living with third party, I do not have the love of my life yet, I don't know how to go about this, I am not disciplined enough, I cannot discipline my thoughts, I am really struggling to persist. All of it. You are creating this. You are manifesting this. I'm using the term creating very loosely, okay? Now just do not come at me. Just be kind. Just be slightly kind, okay? This is a social media platform. You are the only one who is creating your experience. Which implies when you ask me or any other coach, give me a schedule, give me a routine, okay? How many times should I be affirming? How many times should I be visualizing? How many times in a week should I be scripting? You are missing a point. Yes, the techniques are designed so that you can tap into the state of the person who has the desire manifested. But if that is constantly making you feel, which I see a lot, that okay, I did not script today, I did not visualize today, so maybe I'm delaying the manifestation, maybe I will not get it. Again, that is one meaning that you are assigning that is going against you. Everything is about what meaning you are assigning to it. which implies you only have to stay in the flow of life and not think against what you wish to manifest. The rest, I repeat, the rest will be taken care of. You do not have to lift a finger in order to ensure that you get your desire fulfilled. Always, never take my word for it, just reverse engineer. If you are not somewhere that you want to be right now, why are you there? And you'll get your answer, and you will understand that what I'm saying right now is the absolute truth. It's not about a struggle. It's not about constantly affirming like crazy. It's not about this constant anxiety around, am I doing it right? It's so easy that your logical mind is resisting it. You can just say, I am doing everything right. And then you will be moved to do everything, if at all you need to. You will be moved. You do not have to figure out, okay, what can I do next? What do I do? How many times should I be affirming? Are my affirmations correct? Am I affirming correctly? No. Sit with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I want exactly? Write it down. Next question. What are my thoughts around this situation? Okay? Without judging yourself, write them down. The kind of thoughts that you have around getting that desire manifested. Are they in line with what you want or against what you want? Then you will see what your story is. Correct? And then you will now choose a reality, choose an identity who does not identify with any of the stuff which is going against your manifested wish. That's not my reality anymore. That's not my truth anymore. I do not identify with this anymore because I am God. I can decide. You can choose what you choose to identify with. You have to absorb this so that you can afford the luxury of not having to affirm 24/7. This is a soft shift. This is not about constantly affirming to change the 3D. Even when you are like not thinking against it, against what you want, right? If you do not have too many intrusive thoughts and negative thoughts, and you are in the flow of life, which I constantly repeat, your desire will manifest sooner than you can even imagine, bigger than your happiest imagination. Why? Because you are not thinking against it. Yes, you are not affirming 24/7. Yes, you do not have a routine. Yes, you do not have any of these because you don't need any of these because you are God. Just because the identity that you have actually chosen, you are not thinking against it. That's reason enough for you to have your desire manifested. This constant doing, you know why you do that? This constantly trying to do something to get it, because you are struggling to have faith, you are struggling to trust, and you think that only by doing a few affirmations you will get the desire manifested. That is true because affirmations are your thoughts, but you are still thinking against it. You are still doubting. You are still wavering. You are still fearful. You are still trying to understand whether there is any movement in the 3D, and that is why you think that the more you affirm, the more you script, okay, it is going to work faster. No, it won't. The more you relax, the more in peace you are, the more you stop bothering others, the more you stop cribbing under videos, the more you understand that you are the most powerful person in your reality. And if you have taken a decision on your identity, on who you want to be, then that is what will click. Even if 10 million coaches say that you might not get your desire, you will still get it, because all these coaches are also your manifestation. You will still get it, because irrespective of any circumstance, coaches are saying, I'm not talking about myself, because I do not judge your circumstance or why you want to manifest it. That's none of my business. I'm a coach. I'm just supposed to tell you that yes, you can do it, but you have to be thinking this way. That's my job, okay? But then, because clients come to me and tell me that, okay, this coach said that don't do this because there's karma and all that stuff, that's because the coach is reflecting back to you your inherent fears. That's all. It's not like the coach is a bad person, that coach, and how dare he say that I can't get it. If you don't resonate with it, why are you resonating with it? Why are you getting so reactive about it? Just forget it. Decide for yourself. I am God. I created crap. I'll uncreate it. It's simple, not always easy, and I do not want to affirm that for you guys, that it's not easy. But you were born with a logical thinking, with a problem solving mind. Like you grew up with you grew up constantly solving problems. You need to work very hard to get money, and love is hard. True love is hard to find, and a lot of things. The self concept that I talk about, everything will automatically be like, you will be molded to that version of you once you decide that enough of this, I'm done with this. Because the person who has the desire manifested has a different self-concept from the person who does not have the desire manifested. You agree, right? So, your identity is a choice at every given point in time. This second, who are you being? That is a choice. No one can make you feel like a winner or a victim unless you decide to feel like a winner or a victim. That is a choice. That is the choice. That is where you are God. So, do not self-sabotage. Do not settle for less than the best things in life. You do not have to do any of the techniques if you are not constantly thinking against it. And you will not constantly think against it if you are aware of how powerful you are. Because whatever you are agreeing to, in resonance with, will determine the kind of experiences you have in your reality. Right? So, like, yeah, That's about it. Who you are being will determine the kind of dominant experiences you will have in your reality. So when I say who you are being, I mean your identity, who you are being. Manifesting is nothing apart from deciding who you want to be. You cannot forcibly change the 3D with your affirmations. You cannot do that. I am repeating it not to scare you, but to tell you that manifesting, no matter what others are saying, is about an identity shift and will always be the same. If you do not like something, react, do whatever you need to do, move on, and then take a call on what deserves your attention and what doesn't anymore. What you choose to be in resonance with, what kind of thoughts you are agreeing to. Okay, maybe I'm not good enough. Okay, maybe I don't deserve this much money. Okay, maybe I really have to work hard. Okay, maybe SP actually is interested in the third party. Okay, maybe I have to look prettier in order to get my SP. No. These are all rules that you are creating for yourself. Techniques are perfect. But if you are getting anxious each time you stop doing that technique, it's not going to work. Because the problem is not the technique, the problem is the wavering in between the techniques. Who you are being when you are not doing the techniques. That's what will determine whether you get it or you do not get it. So stop playing the victim role, because even when you play the victim, you are still God in action. So no one can make you feel like a victim unless you are agreeing to it, which means you are affirming it, thinking it, and agreeing to the fact that you are a victim. Stop it right now. Decide, this is who I want to be, and I have to do nothing apart from not thinking against it. If you're not thinking against it, you'll get your desire manifested. Go on with your life, live your life. Do not forget that this moment is actually a blessing. Stop constantly complaining, blaming, cribbing. Stop all that. Do not like something, do whatever you need to do at that point in time. Move on. Let it go. Do not hold on to grudges constantly, because evidently it's not helping you. I am here to tell you that this constant doing is because you are struggling to trust. But you do not have to trust anyone outside of you. The trust is, if I am saying that this is possible for me and I'm going to get this, you do not have to believe that you already have it. No, that's not required. That I want this and I'm going to get it, and I'm not going to think against it. You will manifest it. You will manifest it even if you are not thinking about manifesting your desire even once all through the day. You will still manifest it if you do not constantly waver and think against it. I intend the message was clear. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so stop constantly trying to do your techniques and trying to figure out that whether you're right or wrong. That's a trap. That's a trap of your ego. You're falling for it. Don't. You are God. You're beyond the logical mind. So yeah, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to get. Let me just live my life. Like right now, I'm going to have my tea. I love this moment. Okay, so go on with your life. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Do things that make you happy. I'll keep repeating them. Yes, I will repeat them because I want you guys to win. I'm passionate about this. do everything. Just don't think against it. A few doubts here and there, perfect, does not matter. Do not get into resonance with it. Do not sit with your doubts and like, yes, 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 this is why I can't have it. Correct, correct. Okay, yes, this is why I think I cannot have it. Again, you're agreeing to it. When the doubts come, look at them. No, not my reality anymore. I do not choose to identify with this. Do something else. It's that easy. It will show up. It will show up even if you're not constantly affirming for it. And if you are not constantly thinking thoughts, not really thinking only, it's like agreeing to thoughts on why you think you cannot manifest your desire. If you're not doing that, you'll manifest it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And my dramatics, okay? And yes, so time for me to have my tea, and I'll see you soon.